Hello and welcome to the Pretty Good Gaming Daily Triple, the no shit gaming news video with 3 news stories in one video and 0 faff. First up, hacking always has and always will be a problem with online games. The more popular the game, the more prevalent the hackers. One game that has since fallen out of popularity but retained the hackers is Titanfall. In an effort to get EA to address the problem, one guy is taking the initiative and has hacked Apex Legends to tell everyone about the hacking problem in Titanfall. The hack meant that when you logged into Apex on PC, instead of being met with playlists, you'd get a URL reading savetitanfall.com along with the words Titanfall 1 is being attacked, so is Apex. After finishing a match, players were also met with an important message telling them to visit the same website. Players affected by the hack were also prevented from queuing for other game modes. Following that URL will take you to a website dedicated to keeping Titanfall alive, which slams EA for not doing anything about the ongoing problems and that it continues to sell the game. The site reads, Titanfall 1 is currently unplayable on PC due to hackers using exploits that prevents players from being able to play the game. This issue has been happening for years and Respawn is willingly pretending that they do not know about the situation. To this day, Titanfall 1 is still on sale on the Origin and more recently Steam, even though it is unplayable. Respawn, the developers, have been contacted about this matter numerous times in many ways. Even when the developers have been directly contacted, as soon as the topic of the Titanfall 1 problem is brought up, they stop replying. Electronic Arts, the parent company of Respawn and publisher of Titanfall 1, are aware of the situation, with countless reports to their client support and forums over the years. The cause is noble, fighting for a game you enjoy that is being damaged by others while the creator seems to not care at all, but attacking another game and ruining the experience of other innocent players is never going to win you many fans. It gets the message out there, which to be fair is the main goal, but it's not as heroic as they surely think it is. Respawn has been addressing the Apex hack situation as it occurred with a regularly updated thread on Twitter documenting the process. The most recent tweet said, "We've confirmed that matchmaking has been restored. We're keeping an eye on things, but we believe the issue to be resolved. Thanks for your patience, Legends." Ironically though, Respawn coming to Apex's aid so quickly without any mention of Titanfall in the thread actually proves that these hackers are right. Titanfall should absolutely be fixed and the hackers dealt with. The game has admittedly very few players these days and the sequel was significantly more popular, but it's still a product and it should be functional. It is still being sold in stores, so the game should run. End of story.
End of story. Bye-bye. See you later.
Realistically though, EA will kill the servers before they ever fix the game, and seeing that one of its best cash cows is getting attacked because of it, they may just solve the hacker problem by shutting down Titanfall entirely. SaveTitanfall.com had strong words on this topic. Selling a game that does not work as advertised, not being able to play in this case, without fixing the different issues and ignoring their customers is an act of fraud. It leaves no doubt that Respawn is actively ignoring this subject. Respawn and Electronic Arts have the resources to fix these issues, yet they don't, knowingly continuing to sell the game that does not work as advertised and does not work at all. Every year, Respawn is celebrating each Titanfall 1 anniversary, thanking its customers for their support. Nowhere on the Origin or Steam store listings does it say that the game is unplayable, and from the reviews you can see that many people met the same fate of buying an unplayable game. No matter where you stand on this one, you've got to love the irony of fighting fire with fire. Hackers are destroying this game, so we're just gonna hack your game to prove point. A point that might well result in the ultimate downfall of Titanfall, but at this point the game and community doesn't have much else left to lose. And next up, Ghost of Tsushima was a huge hit for Sony last summer and as a result is getting a full re-release as a director's cut. It was first spotted in an ESRB listing which handles game ratings, but was confirmed officially last Thursday. This new version will feature a series of updates for the PS5 version in addition to some brand new content. Writing on the PlayStation blog, Sucker Punch communications manager Andrew Goldfarb explained what the director's cut includes. Firstly, the post details a new expansion coming to this version of the game in the form of Iki Island. The precise detail on what exactly this expansion includes is a bit vague, but it is described as a whole new chapter in Jin's journey and that it will take place on Iki. In this new story, Jin travels to the island to investigate rumours of a Mongol presence, but soon he finds himself caught up in the events with deeply personal stakes that will force him to relive some traumatic moments from his past. This new island expansion will also come with new armour for Jin and his horse, new minigames, new techniques, new enemies, and even new animals. The director's cut also synchronises the facial animation with the Japanese voiceover, which was a huge dropped ball in the base version of the game. This is an exclusive feature for the PS5 version due to the PS5's ability to render cinematics in real time. Other PS5 specific features include 4K resolution and 60 FPS modes, 3D audio, and adaptive triggers with the DualSense controller. Progress can be transferred from the base game and Iki Island will be available after the start of Act 2 in the main story. Both versions of the game will also get a series of updates based on community feedback such as a lock-on mode, alternate controller layouts, and more content for Ghost of Tsushima Legends, the multiplayer add-on that launched last October. That all sounds great, but the pricing is turning a few heads, and understandably so. The Director's Cut will launch on August 20th for $70 on PS5 and $60 on PS4. If you already own the base game on PS4, it will then cost you $20 to upgrade to this new version when it launches in August. If you buy the Director's Cut on PS4, it will then cost you $10 to upgrade to the PS5 version, rather than being a free upgrade as many games have been since crossing generations. You can also go from the base version of Ghost of Tsushima on PS4 to the Director's Cut on PS5 for $30, which makes things even more confusing. So if you bought the game at launch and want to upgrade, it's basically going to cost you another whole game to play on PS5. With so many games offering free upgrades to the new console version, even games which have done virtually everything else wrong like the Avengers, and Microsoft's seamless smart delivery program, this does feel a little dirty to many players. I definitely don't like the sound of it, but at least for now, I'm not going to get too outraged until we see the scale of the new content. If it's close to the expansions of something like The Witcher 3, then the price tag is a little more justified, but if not, then it's a bit of a piss take. I don't like the look of it.
I don't like the look of it.
But I'm not going to say it's the worst thing ever just yet. Although Sony still needs to sort out the PS5 supply shortage issues before thinking about charging people even more to play a game they already own, plus a few new extra bits. And finally, despite launching in 2017, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has found its way back onto the physical UK game sales charts. It jumped from number 25 to number 10, so it's picking up the rear after a 31% bump in sales and the third consecutive week of growth. Elsewhere, Mario Golf Super Rush maintains its position at the top, followed by FIFA, which also sticks at second. Mario Kart 8 hops from 4th to 3rd, Animal Crossing drops from 5th to 4th, and Minecraft on Switch rises from 7th to 5th. Taking number 6 is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart after falling down from 3rd. GTA 5 also makes a return, which isn't surprising at all as it leapt from 13th to 7th after a 20% increase in sales. Mario 3D World took a jump from 10th to 8th, and Resident Evil Village also re-entered the charts at 9th, up from last week's spot at 15th. As usual, Nintendo's dominance of physical retail in the UK continues, and it's unlikely to slow down anytime soon. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this no shit format, make sure to give the video a like to give it a boost, hit subscribe and the bell if you want to be notified about future installments. If you want to really help the channel, go on over to patreon.com/prettygoodgaming. I've been Henry Cooper, that's all for today, bye for now.